Hey folks, so as promised, as requested by many people, I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough, some basic stuff on what do I use and what tools and what materials I have and stuff like that, a little bit about the workshop. So you see in the table before. Now what to start with? Kydex press, homemade. You're gonna need some of these different C-clamps and everything. These are pretty cheap. Get a couple different sizes. You will want to have some 2x3s, 2x4s on stock, just some pieces when you need to press something together, when you do Kydex, when you do your cutting and stuff like that. Also for knife testing, no? G10. A lot of you guys think that G10 is expensive. G10 actually is not expensive. I'm gonna give you just some ideas. Trust me, the material is about that. It's a very small part of the knife making. All of it is the work. It's nothing more. It's the work in all the the custom knives, and I'm talking custom knives like I do, Kylie do, and a lot of the famous knife makers. They don't do that much because most of their work is so perfect because it's machines doing it. But in our cases, that cases you pay for the name. Our cases you pay for work. So here's an example. Alpha Knife supplies G10. You see the nice pieces and you see the prices there. Those are like from 125 to like 2.5 pieces. And all of them about 11 inches long. So $5, $4, $6, $2. Just an example. This toxic green, nice, almost, what is it? 0.2 thickness, 0.96. $6 for such a nice big piece. Brown, more than 1/4 inch thick, 0.25 for $7. Such a nice piece. Pieces like this, more than enough for one knife. $3. So you see that the materials are not that expensive. Also the steels. The steels are not that expensive if you're buying, just let's say for one or two knives. It's not that bad. It's heat treat. It shouldn't be that expensive if you send it even to professional heat treat. And steels, again, just an example. There's a nice big piece. 154 cm. You see such a nice piece, $14. 0.36 inch thick, so a little over 1/8. More than enough for pretty much any type of knife. $14. Not bad, that's 2 inch wide, 11.5 inch long. Another thing you will need from the basic stuff are some pins and tubes. You see here. I like the bronze, or what is it, brass, because it's a little easier to sand once you're gluing the handle and everything. The stainless is pretty hard to grind, and you run a risk burning the material. So I like the brass. And it actually fits better with a lot of materials than the stainless if you're talking just the color fit. Yeah, stainless is more stronger and everything, but trust me, brass will do just fine also. Steels, that here, sandpapers, very important part of the knife making. Bunch of different sandpapers, again, not so expensive. Will come handy for some finishing touches, for sharpening and everything. Some small stuff, some small screws, Chicago screws, and miscellaneous and stuff like that. You're gonna need a lot of tapes if you start doing more stuff, even for Kydex and for regular knife making, customizing. You're gonna go through some masking tape, trust me. I prefer using this over the duct tape because duct tape is pain to clean. Some nylon webbing, markers, more Chicago screws, some cheap linear screws, some paracord locks, And that's about it here, I think. Heat gun for Kydex. You definitely want to have a nice big can of WD-40 and some steel protect. I use Rem oil, you know, for rust prevention. Epoxies. I use the real, when I have time and I can leave the stuff overnight, I use the overnight System 3 T88, very strong stuff. But also for the when I'm in a rush and stuff, because I don't have a lot of time, even this Defcon 5-minute epoxy is very good, very strong. And I have one more that I didn't try yet. It's still new, but it should be good. 5-minute epoxy again from the System 3. System 3 has pretty decent stuff. I got it recommended from Tough Times. And so far the long cure one, the overnight cure, works really well. It's super strong. But like I said, for most of the stuff, especially if you're gluing the handles, you wouldn't believe what a pain it is to actually break something apart. If you want to intentionally break it, you know, if you have a handle that you don't like and you want to change it, trust me, it's freaking strong. I think that's about it. Here you want to have probably some alcohol by hand, you know, that isopropyl alcohol to clean stuff. And let me show you that other room, the messy room. This is the clean room. I do the Kydex pressing and stuff like that. And here's the messy room. This is the little utility room I have in my house, and this is where I have the heavy machinery. Come on, focus camera. So vacuum, you want to have vacuum when you grind stuff and sand stuff, or you want to do it outside. You want to have the basic drill, at least some basic drill with some good RPMs and yeah, good RPMs. You want to have a lock on the drill, you know, when you press it and lock it so it keeps going, so you don't have to hold it. You want to have Dremel. You see, I have this cheap, you know, $30 Black & Decker Dremel, variable speed for like 2 years now, and it works perfect. Cheap belt sander I have. This is, I think I got it on sale for like $30 from Harbor Freight. Works great. The main thing on the belt sanders are the belts. I just recently, after many dollars spent, finally listened to a friend and bought some ceramic belts, and they work awesome. You know, really thick stuff like this. Ceramic, 40 grit, 36 grit. Zirconia is also good, but ceramic really works a little better than the zirconia. Drill press comes very handy. I got this one for I think $90 of Amazon. Free shipping, $90. It was factory refurbished, but works perfect. I mean, it's not great, it's not the most powerful one, but it will do everything I need. When I need to drill the holes through the metal, if it's thicker and the diameter is a little bigger, you know, if it's bigger than 1/4 inch, I have to, you know, like start it with this, but then finish it off by hand with the hand drill, because you need that pressure on it, and this doesn't have the pressure, you know, the torque. The belts will slip. Very important thing, mask. You definitely want to have your face mask. I love this full face mask, it's great. This thing is handy sometimes. The cheap, you know, bench grinder works fine. Sometimes it's faster to do, and yeah, it's fun. Sometimes it's faster to use that for grinding than the belt sander. Drill bits. You want to have drill bits, good drill bits. Those will not be cheap, but it's not that bad. I got this set of titanium drill bits for I think $20 or $30. I think $30 on Amazon. Pretty good, decent. One step better from these are the cobalt bits. These are some left I have. Most of them are actually damaged already, burnt. Cobalt bits are decent. You can buy them in single pieces also in stuff like Home Depot. You know, they will run you about from $3 for small little ones up to $10 for a bigger one. And then of course you need the hammer. The tin snips will come handy when you do Kydex. Some pliers. This is a very good thing. Diamond deburr set for Dremel. Then I still use these for a lot of things. The drill, sanding these attachments. This one is actually stick, you know, the quick stick or whatever they call it. You know, it has like a glue thing on. This one is hook and loop system. Very handy, pretty cheap. For a lot of stuff I use that, also the basic shaping of the handle and a lot of stuff. You're gonna need a lot of Dremel bits. You will not need it, but if you wanna do some, you know, nice detail work on the handles and stuff like that, it will come handy. Air compressor is not bad. I sometimes do brush stuff off and, you know, clean it off. It helps. What else is here? That's about it. Sawzall. I use Sawzall sometimes to cut the material. Sawzall is there. And I think that's it, you know. Nice big set of bits for Dremel. Like this. Again, this set is like, it's not the best set, but it will do most of the stuff you need from a Dremel. And thing like this is like $15, $16 on Amazon. So, you know, good thing to have, not expensive. So you see that, you know, I am very cheaply equipped. I have very basic stuff, very cheap stuff. But you know, more and more you do, more and more you learn and you get the skill, and then, you know, if you really like it, you get the better stuff and, you know, stuff like that. You upgrade as you go. Definitely, I don't have money to, you know, buy the really good, you know, grinders and belt centers and stuff like that right off the bat. So have to go one thing at a time. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Hope it helped somebody. You know, you ask, I delivered. Take care, stay safe, enjoy the rest of the weekend, and remember, don't cut yourself.